has it for you guys to all, and including me. Thank you. Oh, I have wet hair. That's why it's all fluffed up here, um, and not down. But thank you. Thank you
Hello,
for being here today,
hello.
and I hope everyone
Here
does.
we go. I am doing a streamathon today from 2 to 5 for Raoul's streamathon 2024 to 2025. We are doing the New Year's Eve today. So we just got finished watching Renee, and she did some really cute. Uh, uh, they were like uh, she did some really cute art, and you and her husband picked it out, and she made something. It was really cool. It was fun. So let's go ahead here and find my channel, and it would be under me with me and here. And my goodness, you all just piled right in. I'm almost late. I almost didn't get in here before 2 o'clock. Uh, so, welcome everybody. We do arts and crafts in my room for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items sometimes. So, I have to say that I have to say that little thing. And then we do lots and lots of arts and crafting here, and and somebody said, "Oh, we'll show off your old hunt books." Of course, I've been waiting patiently for the first to come around so Janet can post her scavenger hunt list that Janet Young does every year, and it's a mandatory thing that she does it now. and and I've got all kinds of scavenger hunt books that I've done. There's 18. I don't have all of them here. There's 22, and I found 24s. So we've got those to play with and look through. And then I have a new book, and I'm thinking it might be too small considering how fat these are. But this is for my new hunt book for the new year. So I'm going to try to keep it thin inside. So we'll see. But anyway, uh, so I've got 2 hours to play and goof off as much as possible, which is what I like to do. I like to goof off. I do have plans. I like to do um, uh, collections. Like I've got over here a bird book, and I've got all kinds of birds in this book. Um, there are, and I need for somebody to go and post my link in my Facebook group that I'm on live, and that might help some other people know to try to find me. If you can do that for me, one of the girls. And there's Janet. Janet will do it. Go post share my stream out for me, Janet, to my Facebook group. But anyway, this is a bird book, and as you can see, there are birds in it. And I'm not finished with this book, but I love doing collaging with whatever subject I'm working on. And I've got several books of these different things. Somebody wanted me to do an angel one day, and there it is. I did a little angel. This one has a little pocket, and these things can come out of there because they are, well, there's a bird. I'm looking for chickens. I'm going to start a chicken book after the bird book. And I'm going to take all of the chickens I can find, and we're going to start it tonight. I'll show you how I do start my books. And I use just old textbooks, recycled, and but these are just regular birds, and they can go in the bird book. But these are chickens, so they're going to go into the chicken book. So somebody had suggested I do a chicken book or do some chicken book trades or something to do with chickens. And some of the girls have chickens, so we've been sharing the chicken feathers with me. So, but this is a good page. It's got a napkin here. It's got some painty papers, uh, coffee dyed paper down here with lace on it, and then I just collage what I feel like goes on this page to make it perfect. See, that's how you roll. That's how I roll. Here's another. This was some uh, tissue paper, and then I added the girl and the boy there because it looked good. I thought the pink in the breast pulled, and it just captured my eye. So, hello everybody. And then here is a little die cut of a feather. So it went in this, looked good on this page. And so I just put together things that I think look good and happy mail. If people send me happy mail, right now I'm getting ready to collect chickens. So, and here's a peacock feather. Somebody, lovely people sent me a real peacock feather, and they are the most unusual textured things. It's like velvet. It's amazing how intricate these feathers are on this little stem. Uh, Pretty cool. So anyway, this is a feather. This is my bird book, and I've got quite a few things started in this book, and I will continue to work on it. It's something that you work on all year long, or or the next year. But I've got a bee book, a bee/yellow book, and I've gotten a fox book. I've done a fox book. I have a napkin book, where I do napkin collages in it. I've done them. I do them all the time. So I've got several books. And these are just a couple of magazines that I get in the mail that are free magazines. And I use the pictures for various art projects. So this one's got a lot of flowers in it. So this is a good book to have on hand when you're doing something like twinchies, or you just need a pop of yellow on your picture. These are good pretty pictures uh, to use. But I have a little magazine area that I use and collect my magazines. And a lot of my other magazines I get for free. And but anyway, here's what I do. How I start a new book. I like to use um, some kind of a book of this size. It just feels good. This is a Reader's Digest book, and it's already pretty, but I can cover this and do whatever I want with it, of course. And there's too many pages in the book. If you were to continue to work in this book, the book would be clear out to here. It would be so fluffy, you wouldn't be able to close the book. I prefer to close my books at, uh, and not have too much fluff. A little fluff is okay, but I don't want this big of a fluff. So I usually go into my books and I tear out a few pages, and I save the text paper for other projects, and I turn a page and I'm going to tear out two more. So you can tear out as many or as few pages and as you want. And these papers are so old that they tear out very nicely. So you can go pretty fast at it. It doesn't have to be completely exact, because nobody's going to go back and count, or anything. But I like to tear out some of my pages, and I like to tear out at least a third or uh, a good fair amount, and it'll be really thin by the time I get done with this little project. So I'm not going to tear all these out right now because that's kind of, well, we like to do boring things. We like to watch paint. We like to watch paint dry, don't we? Yes, we do. So I'm just going to put a little paper clip on this guy here and see if I can find one here. And I have an area over here for just textbook pages. So, but anyway, that's how I would thin my book out, and I will continue to do that. And then in my possession, in my room, I just happen to have this. Can you see that? It's a chicken fabric. It's chicken fabric. I'm going to have to put this away somewhere so I don't spill my water. Let's see what we got over here. This is my Stabilo pen. Oh, I was looking for that. I need that. And here's some little goodies in this little cup. And I have a little tray here. I can just dump all of this out. There's a tea bag, cranberry, pomegranate. That sounds fun. I like a good cup of tea. So anyway, I've got this little pencil holder, and I'm going to put my water down in it so it does. I'm not going to spill it. We don't want to spill it. We don't want to spill the beans. Beans. We're going to have beans tomorrow. Anybody cooking up anything special for the New Year's? Something that you normally do on New Year's? What do you like to do? What do you like to cook and have? What kind of foods do you like to fix? So I'm going to leave my ink pen out, and I'll put this in there, this in there. Okay, that's good. This is just a little tray that Joe brought home, and I'm using it. I'm going to put something in it. So anyway, here's my fabric, and I can cut this off to put on my book, on my new book for my chicken books. Raul's going to be cooking Indonesian noodle soup with chicken, tofu, lemongrass, ginger, and ganglia root. Yum. It sounds yummy. I want a bowl. So I won't need very much of this fabric, but if I wanted to go on the inside, I've got enough. So all I have to do is measure out. Just need to measure out a little bit here. So we need 20, 22, 23 and a half. We need 23 and a half inches of this fabric. And I will wrap it around the book. So it might be just I need to just start cutting. And this side, this will be fine for this way. It'll have enough to tuck and fold and glue and all that jazz. So I want to cut it out on top of this for a few inches here. So I'm just going to wing it. Since we're talking about birds, I'm just going to wing it. And I'm not a exact person. I fly. I like to fly by the seats of my pants. It's fun. And sometimes I have to start over and do things over when I mess up. But anyway, this is going to be the fabric for my new chicken book. And this will be a book that I will be working on all year, all through the new year of 2025 till it gets done. And it doesn't have to be done all at once. It doesn't. I lost my ruler here. But but it does feel good when you do get them all filled up and you take a break. So I said 23 and a half. So this is 24. So I'm going to cut it right on the other side of this chicken up here. Let's see if that'll work. Find my scissors again. So I'm not going to be able to I'm not going to be able to do much chatting because it's it's running fast and there's a whole bunch of you all in here, and I'm very, very pleased to see that number 54. Where are you? There's 54 in the room already, and thank you for that. I just need your thumbs up and all that good things. And I invite you to come and watch me stream. I stream 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm very, very dedicated to my streaming. I don't miss very many days. I have been on for 5 years now, and the girls will tell you that I'm pretty faithful with my my streaming. And one of the reasons why is because I love to do it. I love to come and talk to everybody. And I've got people from all over the world in here. If you all don't, I tell you something you should do. Everybody put where you're from, the state and or country of where you're from. See, I see Peter's here, and he's from Germany, and Raul is from Spain. Janet Nash is from England. So put your place. Where are you from? Where's everybody from today? There's Dana. Hi, Dana. Dana's going to be streaming later on. You need to tell if you're streaming. If you're streaming, tell everybody when you're streaming. But we a lot of us we stream and we watch each other, and we've been together with each other for. I've been doing this for 5 years, and it'll be 6 in March. And I can't believe that I've been doing it all this time. There's Brittany, and there's uh, Miss Lynx is here, woohoo! And she used to stream. I don't know if she's streaming now. Is Janet in here? Oh, Janet Nash is here. Yeah, yeah. Um, but I know most of you all, so I'm so glad you're here. Uh, and thank you for coming in and and watching me. I'm honored. I'm honored to have you. So let me get my phone out of the way. Um, so there's a few things on my desk that I like to shift over out of the way. And I do have a list of all of the things that I want to do in the new year. So here's my book, and I'm going to be starting it, gluing it down, like right here, and then it's going to go all the way around the outside of it, and then again onto the inside right here, and that'll be covered with this chicken fabric. And I'm not going to do it right now because I feel like I need to talk to y'all some more first. But that's going to be my new chicken book, and I just happen to have some little chickens to start it off. Are these stickers? I think they're stickers. Oh my gosh, they're stickers. Look at this. Let's go to the first page. Let's go to the first page. Awesome. they've been printed out on labels or stickers or something. And look, there's some birds. Sandhill cranes. I've got those down here in my backyard. I do. So anyway, this is my new chicken book, and I'm breaking it in. I'm breaking it in. So, but thanks everybody for being here, and well, we'll be doing some chickens. I'm thinking we might have um, a painting session of chickens, but we can do a chicken swap too. I haven't uh, put it down yet officially. But so there, I've got my chicken stickers in there, and one of the girls and I'm sure you're here. I think it might have been one of them Goldie girls, either Goldie or Laura Beth, gave me those chickens, and they have chickens they live on a farm. But anyway, we will be doing. We're going to continue the bird book to finish, and then we're going to start a new chicken book. And so I've kind of got that started right now. You see, so we can just sort of yellow that part out because we're doing it. So another thing that we're going to do this year is a Rolodex, and I have a Rolodex and I have an index card box, and I think we're going to do both because you know me, I'm all in. So this is like an index card box, and we're going to decorate an index card, and we can do that tonight. We can decorate an index card to bring in the new year, and then we're going to decorate a Rolodex card. And this is an alphabet one, and the cards are business card size. This is a business card, and it fits in this box. So if you have any old business cards, this would be something good to cover up. I've got a Visa gift card that I've used, and I can decorate this. Um, so we're going to be doing that in the new year, and I will probably do one every time I stream. So we're going to do these two cards tonight. Oh, put that back. And we're also going to continue to do our 365 book. And if you're not familiar with the 365 book, uh, let me just explain that a little bit. And it's here. I just don't see it right. I think I might have put it in the drawer. Let's see if it's over here in my drawer. But the 365 book is a prompt book that we've been doing for several years, and um, it's a book that we bought, and it's been going around for years, long before me, and I've just started picking it up. But this book here is something that it's really fun to do, like at the very beginning of your stream, or maybe at the very end when you have a few minutes to, before you go off. And we do them. And when we do these prompts, there's 365 pages of things to do in this book. And we pick one, we randomly pick a number, and we can do one of these tonight too. And then I mark it off. So we've got all of these left to do. There's a lot in here that we haven't done. So we're going to continue this book into 2025. But you just literally do what the prompt tells you to do on the page. And it's easy to do. It's fun to do. Okay, we'll do number 74 for a good example. It's a real easy one, and you guys get to uh, partake in the prop. It's 74, and I go over here and mark it off. so that we, I don't know, we kind of just, it's just something fun to do, mark it off. But it says right here, quickly note down things that make you happy. And the first thing I'm going to say is streaming. Go. And everybody get to say what makes you happy. Go. And then it says you may like to return to this page later when you are looking for artistic inspirations. Ooh. What things make you happy, guys? Come on. Come on. Hi Lynn. Welcome back. Welcome everybody. Welcome. My goodness. God makes you happy? Great. We'll put him on there. No problems. And we got any art journal tips for creating journal tips? Yes, Lynn, I've already talked about my chicken journal, and I'm going to show you my hunt journals here in a minute. So, jelly printing, good food. My sister's putting on a big pot of white beans and ham. Grandchildren, cats. It's going by fast, so I'm not going to be able to see all of them. Other things that make you happy. A paper trail. A paper trail. Mhm. Mhm. Children and friends. Crochet. Children and crochet. Uh, what makes you happy? Streaming. I put streaming on number one. Makes me happy. It does. I love to stream watercolors. Yes. And Lena Links. She is a wonderful watercolorist. And she's got the watercolors to die for sets. She's got all the sets. Uh, white paper to fill in make new art. Paper. And oh goodness, Jennifer's looking for me. I'm on now. Where'd she go? Let's see here. Right here. I'm on now, and I am going to be on again later from 6 to 9, which is my normal stream time. And I will be going back and forth to the Streamathon, and I will tell everybody over there to go and see everybody and stuff. So let me get back to this list now. Uh, puppies and kittens, sunny days. I can do anything as long as the sun's shining. Thank you, Sharon. so, uh, so let's see. Nature. I'm skipping because it's scrolling so fast. Nature. Speaking of, I think I just saw a gnat. A gnat. Cheesecake. Mm-mm. Journaling. So you can see the variety of on the list. And so anyway, that's and then I also, one of my traditions, I have to put the date on it. So this is December the 31st. So I get to move it to the 3 and to the 1. think that's it. I can't see it. So I have to test it to make sure it's the right way, because a lot of times I reverse the numbers. It's easy to do on a stamper. So anyway, that's how I do a prompt page. And as you can see, this book has, we've done a lot of them, and I go rogue a lot and do uh, I go, I'm always going outside of the box to do things. And sometimes, sometimes you feel good, and sometimes, you don't feel so good and you don't do so good. So you just cut it off short, and that's okay. It's just a prompt book. And so that we will be continuing to do that into the new year. Got that one out of the way. So then some other books that I have. I bought some new books, got some new books, and bought some new books for the new year. And one of my new books, I got so many new books. I got 3 or 4 of them in here. I bought this book this later last month, and I'm going to try to combine it with this book that I've had for several years. This is a fast and fun watercolor book, and it's got some really nice pictures in it. Easy, it's fun and fast. It's fun and fast and easy to paint in this to paint these pictures, and it gives you the opportunity to use other craft products that you have, like painty papers or techniques like splattering paint and things. I am a totally mixed media artist. I do everything mixed media, and I like to do mixed media, and I like to think outside of the box. And this book here, I think I got it because Ann Lair got it, and it's got a lot of techniques in it that I think that I can use with this book. So I'm going to try to combo these two, the new with the old book, for this year coming up. So that's down on my list. I also was given this for Christmas. I got a dress book. And if you know me, I like to do paper dolls. And I've got several paper doll books that I can show you later on in the year. But this is a dress book. It's a coloring book. And I've already got some girls in here. And these are the heads of some girls. And what it is you color the dress, and then you put a head and arms on it, or shoes, and you have a paper doll, and it's one-sided. So I would take this out and glue it onto a black cardstock, any kind of cardstock, and then I would color this. And we could use watercolors, we could use acrylic paints, we could use markers, we could use alcohol markers, we could use ink tints, pencils, and lots of other mediums that I have. We've got uh, oil pastels, we've got chalk, we've got you name it, we've got it. So anyway, and then I would probably be making a new doll book to put these in. So, and then some of the dolls already have their heads on, so that would be easy to do. And we're gonna work on this into the new year and see. Like I would probably cut the flowers off, and maybe put the flowers down here on the bottom of her dress. Stuff like that. And so anyway, we will be working in the dresses. And no offense to gentlemen, I will do some men dolls, paper dolls, and men. I do have Willie Nelson. He's one of my guys as a paper doll. I've got famous people. So I do gentlemen as well. So don't feel like you're being left out uh, if there's any gentlemen in the room. But uh, but this is one of the things that I like to do. And I've got some heads in here from I've been collecting. and magazines, and I will get some magazines and get like the new one that I just showed you, the new magazine. Uh, I just showed you a new magazine. I won't be able to use the flowers, but this one here, I might be able to be able to use her and put her, behind the dress, and I'll show you how I attach their heads and stuff. But there's another one of her. We could get two or three of her. Here's a good one. So we can use something like this with our dress book, and for heads for the rest of the dolls. So put that in there so we'll have it ready to go. We're moving along. So I'm showing you the things that I'm going to be doing this year, and I'm getting crowded over here, but that's all right. That's just the way it goes. So let's see. These can go out. They're getting it out of hand. Okay. So we talked about that. We talked about the new dress book, and we talked about the Rolodex. Then the scavenger hunt. Of course, I'm going to be starting that first thing tomorrow. Uh, uh, Janet Young will be producing a list. It's usually 100 items, and then we go nuts in trying to go scavenger hunt. And through the house, I usually take a little basket with me, and I go through the house and say, okay, what's on this list that I can find in this room? In the kitchen, in the bathroom, in the mud room, in the junk drawer. I always go to the junk drawer. So, but we are going to do the scavenger hunts. And while we're here on that note, I'm going to show you a couple of scavenger hunt books that I do have already. This was 22s, and this was some cardboard that I had. And here's her list. I printed it out, and I've got them all checked off all through. This is 1 through 70 on this page, and then the rest of them 71 through 100 are on this game. And I kind of quit. I didn't have a cartoon. I don't know. I might have done the cartoon and just didn't check it off. But there's a lot of games in here, cards, a page of playing cards. And this was, everybody should have at least one upside down page in your book. It's good luck. So I think that was a prompt, an upside down page, and but it happens to the best. There's a phone book page. Here's a swatch page, fabric or fibers also on this page, and I've got some fibers here, yarn and shoestrings. So a page of washi tape. Here's a doorway, and it might have said keyhole, it might have said doorway, arch. I don't know what the prompt was. I'd have to look, down the list up here. But and they're not necessarily in order, or even though they're numbered on the list, you don't have to put them in order throughout the book because a lot of them are bundled. Like this one has an envelope. 67 was add a pocket. So I added a pocket with an envelope. There's a tag. I'm sure that was one. Here's a letter, a Dear Diary letter. And whenever it says to do a letter, I usually ask the chat room to help me write it. There's a postcard. There's another tag. There's map paper. Use an envelope, map page, a postcard, a tag, add a pocket. See, the pocket and the envelope are the same, so you can combine some of them. A Dear Diary entry and some fib art. And the fib art this is the tag. The fib art is this tag because somebody made it for me. And they used a back of a food packaging. It's something flavors chocolate. It's off of a chocolate box. And so they did this technique on the front of the tag. And my bad, I don't know who it's from. And a lot of times I think, oh, I'm going to always remember who sent me this. I'm going to always remember. Not. I my memory is kaput. But anyway, that was that page. So this was back in 22, and a soup label. Here's cream of chicken and Scrabble tiles. I didn't have any tiles, so I drew the tiles. So you use your imagination when you do your scavenger hunt. So if you don't have tiles or you don't have that particular item and you don't want to print it out or go buy it, then maybe you can sketch it. A page of cats and then a button, and there was a cat button, and it went on the page of cats. So I've got stickers, and I've got uh, all kinds of this. I don't know where they all come from. Magazines, catalogs. This is like a cross stitch or a diamond painting thing. Those two, and so that's cute. A gift wrap. This is one of my favorite gift wrapped paper. I don't have any more of it. And it was a Redbird Christmas wrapping paper that came from my great aunt, my favorite great aunt. Use makeup, and I put some makeup down here. And then it says a grocery receipt. And I used my postal receipt for it's just as good as groceries. Here's a Tetris page, and then it says paint with marble with paint. This is some of my famous marble paper. And if you've never seen how to make marble paper sometime, ask me sometime in the future, and I will demonstrate marble painting. You paint with your marbles. It's fun, fun, fun. Here's a matchbook, and I made a homemade matchbook with matches inside. And I made it out of some packaging and calligraphy. I don't know how to really calligraphy, but this was my my try of it. I tried to do uh, calligraphy, and that's that. That's what that is. So some things are really good, and some things are really bad. So you never know. You just never know. This one says a paper clip rag flag, and I don't see it. And I think I found it, and I put it, did I put it in my, no, I put it in something. Uh, anyway, it fell off. It fell off somewhere. And then it says post-it notes. And I have this one with my name on it, post-it note. There's a letter B post-it note. These little tabs, these are post-it notes. So I put all kinds of post-it notes on this page. And then it says a coloring book page. So I colored this little bee and I put it in the book. You cut it out and glued it down. So here's one origami, and this is one of my dolls. I told you I like to make dolls, and this is something that I did in the past. It's a paper doll, and it's done origami style. And then here's a bingo page, number 11. It says bingo. So I just haphazardly put that in, and we do play bingo in here as a game. We've got prompts bingos that we play, and we do prompts, and some of the people play bingo, and then some of the people do the prompts, and we have a page of 1 through 25 on prompts, and so whatever number is called, we do that prompt. Here is an illuminated letter, and it's not my forte, but I did B for B. Here is something out of the trash. I had made these trees, and I think I did them as an example, and we were just playing around. So I pulled them up out of the trash and I glued them down. And then I have uh, four four creative seasons, and it's a little tag something that I pulled out of the trash. It had winters, spring, summer, and fall papers or something. Here is a greeting card that somebody sent me. I think it's Linda. Anyway, it's a homemade greeting card. So this is I don't want to go through every single page. It's more personal to me because it's my art. Here's illustrate a quote. No problem, llama. No drama. There's a no drama llama. That was my quote. And that's how I go in my room. My room is no drama. We don't do drama in my room. Take the drama somewhere else. This is candy packaging and foil. This was a candy piece of candy and some aluminum foil. A photography. And I had a picture of this, use an old photo. So you can see how you can put more than one on a page. This one says a page of shapes. So I've got the triangle, the square, the rectangles, and the circles. Dominoes. I got the dominoes on here. Rubber stamp. That would be the heart and the stars or stamping. And then use a ruler. And I made a ruler, a 6-inch ruler. And then down here it says a rainbow. And here's the rainbow. And a repetitive pattern. And that would be the stars. And that's a homemade star stamp that I have there. So you see how I combined all of those on one page? This one is pattern paper, and use stickers and labels. 24 was use a napkin. So yeah, there you go. The girl power is a sticker. These are stickers. And then the pattern paper is scrapbooking paper. The book I made is a homemade book. I used 2 pieces of cardboard and put some fabric in the middle for my book. And I sewed in 3 signatures. And here are the signatures. There's 3 signatures to make up the hunt book. And I used, it was exact, so I didn't put it together or sew it together until after it was completed. And I worked on this. And if you get it done before April the 1st, then you get to tell Janet Young that you're finished your book, your hunt book, and she will put your name in a drawing, and she will give away something really really nice. She has a, a nice piece of art, like a book or a journal book or a sketchbook or something. She usually has something really really nice that she gives away as the prize. So that's how I made this book. And then some of the other books I have. This one's made out of painting. Uh, this is made out of cardstock paper or mixed media paper, and they're painted, and they're stiff, and they're chunky. And this is another hunt book that I did in 18. And her rule is to, whatever you do with your hunt book, is to have fun. So you can pick out a book and do it. You can use a magazine. You can use a Reader's Digest book. You can use a pamphlet book like this one. I'm going to do this one in this year. I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to attempt to do the same thing. book. And if it gets to be too fat, I can crack this open and make a fatter spine. I can I can make a do over on this if I have to. And then there's another book over here that I used, and it's a textbook. And this was Scavenger Hunt 2024, and I decoupaged on the book, and I don't know what the book was, but I took everything out of the book and I sewed in. Uh, I used mixed media paper and cardstock. This looks like cardstock, and I Coptic stitched it in all together, and then I glued it down and sewed it down or glued it down to the back of the book, to the back of the spine. And so I put this book together. Nothing's professional. Everything is do what you can any way you want to do it. This is a page of smiles. So the hunt books can be made out of anything. You can make your own book. You can use do anything you want. So and I think it's fun to see the different ways that I've done it and completed it. Of course, this one's a little fluffy, which I don't like. I don't like it to be fluffy, but the spine was too small. And if I had to do this again, I would cut the spine and make it wider and make a wider spine. Do a little surgery on that. So anyway, there's some of my scavenger hunt books, and it's fun to go through them and to see what I've done and all of them. And I usually take two copies of the hunt, and one copy I leave together, and I mark them off that I've done them. And then there's another one that I take and I cut the words up. I've got several copies. I cut all the words off to put in the book for each one of my things. So when I've used all the words, then I've done the whole scavenger hunt. So it's just fun, and she does different things every year, and she's very creative. So it's going to be interesting to see what she comes up this year. It's all about the art. You got that right. So I just randomly went on this day over there in my bookcase and found these, and I have more because this is 18. So I have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So I've got four more books somewhere in the room. I think maybe I took a break one year, but then that was the end of that because everybody says, "Oh, you got to do the hunt. You got to do." I said, "Okay." So we did the hunt book. So there's the scavenger hunt. We talked about that, and but wait, there's more. There's more that I'm going to do this year. Um, I have in my possession a picture frame, and I've posted in my Facebook group several videos. So this is my picture frame, and I've got chicken wire in it, and I'm going to do some bead work, and I'm going to put a ring on the points, and hang three little beads or a little charm in each one of these. So this is going to be my beadwork this year. And so what I will probably do is get my bead box out and start making the charms. And then when I get a bunch of them made up, I'll sit and put them on the picture frame. And it's going to be like a sun catcher, something you could put in front of the window or hang in the window or on the porch. That's where I'm going to put it, on my porch. So that's one of my inspirations that I'm going to do this year. So, and I had a request last year to do more beadwork, and I didn't do hardly any beadwork this last year, and I am a beadaholic, so I need to do beads. And then someone said they wanted to do tags, and I've got it down for March, so that's down. So that's good. We're going to be making tags, and we're also going to be working on a round, chunky book this year. And I've got several chunky books that I've made. And if you and Becca creates, she does chunky books too. She likes to do these chunky books, and you can use a deck of cards. You can use the coasters, um, and you decorate them, and then you put hinges on them, and you can put them on a big ring, or you can put them on sew them together and do some kind of a binding work on there. So we're going to do that this year too. That's on my list. And that's all that I have so far on my for my New Year's resolution list. And then every month we like to do a trade. And right now we're doing a pocket trade, and I have your names, and I will tell you your names of your partners uh, tonight at 6 on my channel. Um, I don't want to get too squirrely right now, but I do have your names for your pocket partners. And a loaded pocket is something that we made here online, and we I picked a way to make an envelope and a loaded pocket with one piece of paper, and there's no scissors and no glue involved. So this is one piece of paper, and I showed everybody how to fold it. There's your paper, and you fold it in half long ways, and then you fold down 2 ears like you're trying to make a paper plane. Angela, the chicken wire was put on with a staple gun, and my husband did it. It was something too big for me. He took the glass out, and then there's like a little area for where the glass goes, a little edging, and that's where he attached the chicken wire with the stapler. So, and then he put a piece of wood. He framed it with some wood. He put this on the back of it too, so it's in there for good. He's done a great job. My husband is handy to have around. So I was going to just staple it to this ledge in here, but he's put it to the back of the frame. He couldn't get in there. It was too not big enough for the staples that he used. So and if you've never done anything like that, go small. Go with a smaller frame, and you can find different sizes of chicken wire. And he got it from the hardware store, that piece. And I did put an ad out in my Facebook community. We have a community market, and I put does anybody have any chicken wire? And I did get a couple of responses, but they wasn't the right kind of chicken wire I wanted. But anyway, you fold it this way, and then you fold this one up this way, and make one, and you're making like a little pocket or an envelope or something. And then you flip it over. I have videos on this, and you fold that down, and then this one folds over and tucks into this pocket. So now you have a pocket, and you can load it up, and you can have a loaded paper, a loaded a loaded pocket. It's called a loaded pocket. And you fill the pockets up with all kinds of little things, and you can glue on it and write on it and put all kinds of little things in it. And that's how I did my loaded pocket trade. And um, and there's all kinds of videos. If you want to make a loaded pocket or learn how, you can Google it or search it in YouTube, and you'll get lots of different types of envelopes. So that's what January is all about, and we're closed with January because I've already swapped names. But the next trade will be in February, and we're going to do ACT 3 pocket ACT trade. So that's where you take uh, your your baseball card holder, and you cut the strips. And there's three pockets in this one, and in a it will fit in this kind of envelope that I have here, and it will fit in this business envelope that I got at the dollar store. These size envelopes, and the three pocket will fit in there. And this will be you. All your job is to get one of these and to make 3 ACTs for your partner, and that will be in February. But I will not take names until the end of January. But I have a system, and I do a trade every month, and everybody likes my trades, and they're kind of confusing, but I think I pull it off pretty good. I'm trying to stop this craft lunch over here. So anyway, that's in February, and then in March we're going to make tags, and then we're going to have to add chickens. We're going to trade chickens, and we will worry about that in April. We're not going to worry about, or at the end of March after the tag trade. We'll talk about what we can do for chickens, and it is Flo. I've only get this much space. You're right. Um, I keep adding to it, and there's things on here that I could easily take away that are heavy, and that's what's fallen. I need a bookend. I try to pallet up heavy things up here. So anyway, there we go. There we go. So and then in December I've got Twinchies, and the reason why I said it for December is because I got a Twinchie book for Christmas from Dana, my friend Dana, and she it's a Twinchie book. And so we get to work in this book this year. Throughout the year, we're going to work in it. And before December, I found this Christmas card of the 12 days of Christmas, and these are Twinchies. They're Twinchies. They're 2 inches. They're exactly 2 inches. So we're going to put these. We're going to make Twinchies out of this card, and then I found some fabric of these little squares. So I'm going to do Twinchies on those, and I can glue them. I can make a copy of this page or tear a page out and put Twinchies there too. So I thought that would be a great idea for December, and I'm going to go ahead and put them in the Twinchie book, and we're going to be working on this year. So this looks fun, and I have a deck of cards up here on my desk of doodles, and I think there's like 75 cards, and I can transfer my doodle cards in this book. It would be a nice place to keep your doodles and other projects. I'm sure there's lots of other projects we can do. Hi, Angie. Did Kitty Jen ever come in here? She's been texting me while I'm streaming, and I can't talk to you if I'm streaming. So this is my trades for year 2025, and this is my agenda. So there we go. So okay. So anyway, let's go ahead and decorate an index card. And I've never done this before, but I'm sure we could do it. And I'm going to put these where I won't lose them. Okay, right there in my front of my eyes. These go into my pockets. They're little quote cards. Okay, so I will talk about this at 6 o'clock tonight. And um, let's see. And I'm streaming till 5. And I'm going to take a drink of coffee. And I had my phone. And I think I better set my alarm clock because I will get so busy that I won't want to stop. So let's go with let's make it 4:45, and I have to finish what I've started at 4:45. So I'm going to save that, and at 4:45 tonight, it's going to go off. So we can we can see what we're going to do. All right. Mm. Joe made me some really good coffee this morning. It's really, really good. So I have on my desk, I've got this piece of painty paper that somebody made. Live with promise. That's what it says right there. So what I could do is I could take some of this and cover my cards. I'm going to do a small one and a large index card here. This one, this size. We'll do two. So this is on my desk that I can use. And I'm finding all kinds of cute things on my desk. And then I have this little jar right here. And it's just a plastic Parmesan cheese jar. And I don't know what all is in there, but it's bits and bobs. So what I'm going to do is get a little tray. Joe got me these little trays. He brought me home a hot dog with it in them, and it's perfect to dump out a little thing. I found my cards. I've been looking for this deck of cards. I have a deck of cards, and they're real tiny. I have to remember where I keep them. But this little jar is bits and bobs off of my desk. Things that have been on my desk and I didn't know what to do with them and I just stuck everything in the jar. And it's a collection over a period of months, all year. I've got my wax seals are in here. I've got another playing card, game piece, a piece of foam rubber. These little wax seals are in here. And little ribbon. See, these are perfect little butterflies. These are all perfect buttons to put on my cards. I could put some of these little things on my cards. So I'm just going to pull them out and I'm going to pick my prompts from this jar. That's what I'm going to do. And that's how we're going to do our cards. So the first thing I want to do is put some paper down. So I'm going to put this down right here because I love that flower. And I think I can glue it on there. Like that. So let me get my glue stick. And I just saw it. It's over here. I'm going to use my glue stick. And we're making index cards. And this is the what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make an index card and a business card every time I stream, maybe. Unless I got something else exciting to do. And I do a variety of things. I don't just do one thing. And I also need to show you one of my books where I paint and show you some of the paintings that I like to do. My paintings are ab, whimsical style. I do a whimsical style. So I'm going to put this right there on this side. So I've got an index card and a Rolodex card. And I'm going to put that right there. And I think when I cut them out, it's going to be perfect. So, hi, Margaret. Margaret's here. I know I haven't said hello to everybody's name, but I do know all these names. I know you all. I know you all, and I've got some new friends. And I'm sorry if I haven't answered your question. Uh, it's hard to read the chat when it's flying, and it's hard to when I'm trying to concentrate and talk about something. You know, I can't multitask. I can multitask some, but so this one, and then these cards here and those we could do front and back, but we're just going to do the front ones right now. So everybody send hi. Good to see everybody. And I've been going 90 mile an hour. Now I can save some of the big pieces if I need to, and the little pieces if I need to. I can glue some of them down. So, and I can use either that side or this side. So let's try this. I said, we're just going to do the one side, and I go ahead and put something down. Yeah, don't do as I do as I say. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So I'm just doing a little collage on the back. Just a little collage. Like that. Like that. So, I'm relaxing. I'm slowing down just a tad. So I'm just gonna put that right there. And I used up all the scraps. So let's give this a little trim. That's pretty enough just like that. put a quote right there and we're done. So you can smooth that out with a credit card if you want to. It kind of makes it smooth the edges a little bit. And let's see. I've got two more little pieces. Let's put them down. So anyway, I'm just using bits and bobs out of this little bowl here for my index card. Like that. So there. Now let's see. We're going back to the front. We're just putting leftovers on the back side. So these are the front sides. So let's see if I got anything that this is a wax butterfly, and he's flying to the right. And I have to make a decision on if I want to do chunky index cards or flat index cards. So if I do chunky things, on here, it's going to make it bulky. And I think I'm going to try, there's a flag, to do flat things. There's a half of a scallop punch. These are really just, this is garbage, guys. It's garbage. So all I can do here is put some glue down and put some of this on there. And I'm just collaging like a cluster type collaging. That's what I'm doing. And the flag, I'm putting the flag on there. And then the scallop. Using up my garbage. There's a piece of fabric. So, has anybody ever done the Rolodex index card a day thing? I remember before I started streaming, I did a summertime thing that was an index card a day. And we did it for like the month of July. I've done that. And yeah, it's a pretty little piece of fabric. Just gluing it down. And then if you ever get a hold of these are the little paper covers on your embroidery thread. And you can open them up and use them for ephemera. And craft thread. Instead of throwing them away. I've got a whole baggie full of them over here. And Dana just rolls her eyes at me because I collect things. I'm a collector of sorts. Oh, look, there's a cup of coffee. Who needs a cup of coffee with a friend? That would be cute. It says, with promise. It's live with promise. And I can write that out with a black pen. Yeah, Sherry said she did iCads. Yes, it's an index card a day, iCads. So here's this one, and I get to trim this off. I can easily fold it back. And I could probably get to my index card scrapbook. I've got a scrapbook over there on the shelf. I can always go over and hunt for it for you. But this one, I think I'm going to cut this one. And do that. And then I'm going to put this mug, this coffee mug right there. And I'm going to take my black pen and I'm going to write live. Live with promise. And somebody gave me that Happy Mail, this Happy Mail paper. And then the coffee mug. And it's a sticker, I think. Somebody sent it to me in Happy Mail. I think it's a sticker, but it's not coming off like a sticker. So I'm just going to glue it down. Doesn't hurt my feelings none. um, do I have plans for my streams? Plans. Oh, after your stream. uh, well, I'm going to go watch Raul. I'm going to go watch Sharian. What do you mean? Do I have plans after my stream? I'll have an hour. But anyway, this is one index card, and I think this would be cute if it was blackened around the edge. And I just saw my Stabilo pencil. I just recently got this, and I like them. I like it. I've never had a pencil before, and I've got a chunky one over here too. So I'm just going to smudge the edge. So anyway, this is one of the things that we'll be doing for the new year, and I just thought I would just do a little sample. And I also have over here in my possession a box of books that I have made. I make a lot of books throughout the year, and um, there's a variety of them, and I'd love to show you some of the books that I've made over the past years. So I don't know. Anyway, that's kind of. I mean, I might put some little blings on there or something, and I like that. So now we have to put something on here, and I like to. Let's see what Roll says. I think Sharian would possibly not stream. She is fixing the tech issue. Oh, I see. I'm searching for a plan B. Okay. Yes, Raul. I can stay on until I can stay on. I can stay on unless there's somebody else that wants to stream it after me. Absolutely, Raul. I'll cover for you. So one of the things I like to do is print out words, and I just do this on my computer, and I get on here, and I say, okay, guys, I need some words, and everybody will say, give me a list of words, and then I will go over here on my day off and print them out and use different fonts, and like this one's they're different. These are bold, and the font's different, and then I can use these on my art in my art pages, and I've got big ones and little ones. And sometimes I'll do a theme. I think, oh, this was together, the together one. Together we make life better. Together we make a change. Together we make a heart of love. So these are my together words, and I printed them out, and I can use this on here or one of these on here together. And I like art. The word art. Hi, Becca. Becky's Becky's throwing popcorn. So anyway, together we make art. That's what and then I like this one so much I printed it out 4 times. So I'm going to use this one. And I have a little drawer over here where I store my words so I can have them at my fingertips. And I've also got some tickets over here. We could put a ticket on our thing so we can have a ticket to the rodeo. Everybody likes to go to the rodeo. Ooh, there's 3. So we could put a ticket on here like that. See, I'm covering things and lapping them, overlapping. So this is going to have a ticket to the rodeo like that. And I can trim. And then together we make art. It's going to go at the top. And I can ink the edges. I'll be sure and ink the edges. So, but see how this card is coming together? It's, there's no right or wrong, guys, in your art. Do your art. Have fun. Okay, so I'm going to glue these down. Oh, I can ink these first. And these little Stabilo pencils, they're smudge pencils, so they move a little bit with a rub or sometimes water, and it just makes the edges look good. Grungy, we like grungy. That's what we like. So here, when I put that on there, it's going to be great. So there we've made 2 cards. And I think this one needs some bling bling. So let me glue these down. So anyway, okay, put that back away. I've got tickets over there. So what else have I got on here? Down here. Let me go down. Oh, look, there's a pom-pom. Dana doesn't like my pom-poms. There's a gold seal. There's a piece of yarn, a piece of embroidery thread. So I'm going to make a bow out of it, and I can put a bow on there. Oh, yeah. How little can you go? I can go pretty little. So we could put the bow on the coffee, I guess. And then give it a little trim. Avalanche. That's like a bowling knockdown. So anyway, there's one more little thing on there. Here's another bow already made up. So I'll put this on here. See if that'll stick. And then we'll take and trim the tails like that. Okay, that looks good. See what else is down in the bottom. These go in the Halloween box. These are bats and rats and witches. There's a button. We're going to put a pink button because it's got a pink coupon. So we're going to put a pink button on there. Hi, Teresa. Okay. There's another button. It's got a bird on it. That should go in the bird book. Okay. So we're going to put that right there. And we're going to go squirrel. This is what we like to do, guys. We like to go squirrel. Pull out the bird book real quick. And we're going to put the button in the bird book. And I think it looks great on this page. So this is how we roll. So, okay. I love it. I love it. I love the little bird button in the bird book. It goes right with the page. Okay, now where were we? So these are going to go in the Halloween drawer. I've got a drawer over there for Halloween. Got some beads. There's a bulb safety pin. It's shaped like a light bulb. We call them bulb pins. And I'm going to put it on this page. But before I do, I'm going to get some beads. Let's see if there's any beads in the bottom. There are. There's one. Where'd the other one go? There's a fish. There it is. See if these beads will fit on the bulbs. Oh, it does. Now, if the fish goes on there, we are lucky as can be. Oh, shoot. The fish is too big. It won't go around the corner. Okay, but we do have two beads here. So we're going to take and we're going to poke two holes to put this bulb in there. So let me have a pin. So I'm going to poke a hole right there. Right there. And right there. With just a stick pin. And then when I put this in, I can go in one and back out the other. On the card. Like that. And then I can fasten it. And there's my bulb pin on the card with the two beads. I love it. I love doing stuff like this. Hi, Debbie. So, how are we with these two cards? Is that enough? And I get to put the date on them. So I'm going to get my ink out. So we could put the date. Ta-da! Live with promise. Ta-da! All right. So then we get our Rolodex. And we get to put the card in our Rolodex. And it's our very first one. So I can take and put some of these back here. That's waiting to be used. So we can, this one goes in here like that. And I left the back of it. Oh, I could put my stamp on it. I've got another stamp that has my name. And I'm going to leave this stamp out because I want to use it when we do our twinchies. This will be perfect for the back side of the twinchies. So let's do that. Perfect. Oh, I love the blue ink. That looks good. Just a simple little index card. So it's the first one, so it goes into the Rolodex. And oh, I got to do this one too. So let's get it inked up again. Like that. And this one's going to go in the index box. And we could decorate this index box if we need to. So I've got another box over here. I'll put those in. But here's our first index card and the Rolodex. All right, we're starting the new year off with a bang. With our program, with our art supplies. So great. That's great. Now all of these little things that I didn't use, I can put them back into this jar and use it for the next index card because I know I want to use this. That's cute. And looky here at the leaf. I want to use that. And this is cute. It's got a ribbon on it. It's got the tree of life on the wax seal. So that would be fun. And here's some little doodads in there. So we will save all these little goodies for the next project. So let's see what's else on my list. I've been just going down my list. Another thing that we do in my room is we do Happy Mail, and I do have some Happy Mail I received yesterday. And is Cheryl still in here? I got Happy Mail from Cheryl. Oh, Juju's here. I got Happy Mail from Juju. We can make a Happy Mail page with Juju's mail. I got Cheryl and Juju and one more person I got Happy Mail from. It slips me right now. So, but anyway, let's clean my desk up just a little bit. And I'll get I'm going to get my art book out. And I'll show you what we can do. Haven't even touched half of the stuff in my art room. I mean, there are so many things that we do in my room in here. Tons of things. It's like so. It's like we're so busy. Now, what did I do with? What did I do with it? It's right here somewhere. Hang on. Because I flipped it over. I was showing too many things. Is this it? Here's Juju's mail. Okay, this is Juju's mail. And look, Juju, I get to use those stamps again. Those are free stamps. There's no ink mark along here to cancel them. They put this thing on it, and that's all that they put. And it's not my fault that they didn't do it. They didn't cancel the stamps. They're so busy right now, with the holidays and everything. So anyway, she sent me a Christmas card, and I do have a Christmas card book that I use for Christmas, and I get to put this in the Christmas card book, and it's so pretty. I think I've got one like similar to it. Then she made me another card. It's a thank you card, and and it's just part of the card. I love it. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's got several layers. It's got the brown, the cream, and the blue, and then it's got the ribbon and some blings. Very pretty. We'll do a Happy Mail page with all of these goodies. Isn't that pretty paper? Christmas. Might have to use that in the Christmas book. Oh, look. Nutcrackers. They got the toy soldiers. So I'll see if it goes in the Christmas book too. Oh, and she sent me some piano paper. She sent me a circle ACT coin. That's Juju dancing around over there. I know it is. Of Town Ready. Mama Juju crafting in the back 40. Woohoo! That is cute. And then I've got Braille paper. This is a piano paper, a music piano paper, and then this is Braille paper. I love Braille paper. And then this paper is more piano paper. My dad, we used to have one, a piano player, and it didn't work all the time, but it did work at one time or another. Look, she sent me a sofa. Oh, wow. All right, that's pretty. I like that. And here's a chair. We could make a bedroom. Let's make a room. And there is a clock on the wall and an owl in the window. And I'm not sure. We've got pictures. We've got more. This is like vellum flowers. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Look at all these little goodies. She gave me some stamps. These are yellow stamps. I used to collect stamps when we were kids. Some more vellum. Here's a little postcard and another postcard. And this is a note card to say something. Some butterfly stickers. Here is some stamps. Look at the fox. I have a fox book. Should I try to find the fox book? I think I put it up because we were done with it. Because I don't see it out here. But there, like I said, I've done so many things. We will have, you come back and watch me again, and you'll see more stuff. So let's see what there's anything on negatives. Got some negatives. We can go find the movie. So anyway, the Christmas card, I can put this in my Christmas book. And my Christmas book is something that I'm very, 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 very proud of. This was one of my favorite books that I've ever made. And it turned out to be the Christmas card book. So the fabric was my mother's. The doily was hand done from Joni. And you see the Santa Clauses. There's Santa Claus. And I love it. I love it that I put that on there. I hated to do it because it was so precious, but it's perfect for this book. And and then I got some tassels here of beads and keys, which I love to do. But this was my Christmas card book, and I took a book and covered it and made the spine a little bit bigger, and it's almost not big enough, but I think it'll do for this year. And so if anybody sent me a Christmas card, it got put in the Christmas card book. And then I had Christmas decorations around the edges of the cards, and I've got things stuck in the pockets. And I saved stickers off of people's mail, and their postage marks all had snowmen. I got a whole bunch of those. And so here's the Christmas card real big. This, I think, was Joni's here. Yeah, this is Joni's Christmas card. That's a cute card. And I made pockets, and I made tags and dangles. This was a coin, and Joni crocheted around the edge of the Christmas coin. This was a playing card. Beautiful, beautiful cards. And I'm just going to flip through a little bit faster here, just so that you all know. Uh, okay. I hope you're all doing okay in the chat room, because I'm in my own little world. This is a little a bookmark that was sent to me from Dee Dee. Now, if anybody knows Dee Dee Willingham, she's my art hero, and she was the very first person I ever saw on YouTube on for to watch YouTube. I didn't know what YouTube was, and I finally went in. Uh, oh, is Denise here? Okay. Hi. I'm talking about your mom. Welcome, Denise. Oh, that is so cool. Thank you. But yeah, she's every time she comes in, I go goo goo. I'm goo goo headed. When I get all frustrated and can't talk. But I'm doing better over the years. I'm trying to calm down from Dee Dee's my, you know, she's my she's the girl, buddy. She is the girl. I'm a mess. But she comes in now. I think she just stays in the balcony. I think she still comes and sees me, but I think she stays in the balcony, which is probably the best for both of us because I just blubber all over the place. But she was the very first person I ever saw on YouTube. Didn't know what YouTube was. I barely, knew what the compute how to work a computer. And so I found YouTube. And when I moved down here, um, it was like in 2013, and we didn't have the TV hooked up yet or any internet or anything, but I had my iPad, and she saved me. And I found her, and she saved me from my moving uh, mishap. When you move, you kind of lose control, and you kind of have a nervous breakdown sometimes. And she saved me from my nervous breakdown because I found somebody to watch and that I liked. So I've been watching her from day one. She was my very first person, and she wasn't even on YouTube. She was on UStream. She was on UStream, which is something that is no more anymore. And I got to watch Dee Dee and Janet Young, and Barb Owen and Cat Han, and then after the first week, they all moved. They all transferred to YouTube. I just got figured out how to use the UStream and how to get in and find their channels, and I was so mad that I had to switch back over to YouTube. But it was so much easier after that. And but change is hard on us. But Dee Dee was my very first person, and she's, and then I haven't stopped arting since. Uh, I never arted before. I mean, I was always an artsy kind of a girl, and I used to do stuff, artsy with Sunday school and stuff, but I never did anything for myself. And so anyway, I'll show you my other art book after I see. Here's the other Merry Christmas, and it's similar but different. Look, it's going to different directions. So it's probably the same batch. So we will definitely put this in there. So, oh, Juju. Thank you, Judy. Hope you have a blessed Christmas, a happy new year, filled of love and peace and health. Thank you so much, Juju. And so, anyway, I got some pages in the back. I loved how I did this book, how it turned out. Uh, all of the little stickers I got and cards I got, they all fit in here. And I did little clusters on the back pages. And I think I have one last page right here. And I'm just going to stick it in the pocket because that's where it belongs. I have to have something in the pocket back here. So, but that's my Christmas card list for 2024, the last book of the year. So, anyway, I'm going to do another page, and I'll show you how to do a Happy Mail page with the art that I've gotten. But here is a book, an art book that I started just last month, and I like to decorate my book. I use the the Canon XL books, mixed media books, and I like to decorate the front of it. And this one needs something more on top of it. I got snowmen, but they blend in with the back of the book, so you can't see it very good. So I need to pop these out by either put another napkin on top of it, just like that one. I can put one on top, and it might pop up. I think there's 2 layers anyway. But anyway, I like to decorate my books. And the first thing we do is games. We play reindeer games. This is roll this was a moose, and we have roll a reindeer, and we have roll an elf, and we have all kinds of rolling the dice games. And this is a painting that I did of the little baby penguin. This here is a Happy Mail page, and And here's some more of the chickens and the fox. There's foxes in here. Somebody's, and we did a dog. We did the dog. Is it in this book? I'll find out. So on the opposite pages, I like to use my napkins and any other kind of art that I have laying around because I don't want like a blank page. And this is Roll a Snowman. So they're kind of funny and corny games. This was a Happy Mail. This is Happy Mail. And from Brenda A. Most of it's from Brenda A. I might have a few little pieces from other people. It's always a possibility. But Brenda sent me most of it. And then I did a Winter Wonderland. And this was a picture that I saw. And of course, I had to make it my own. And I did it my style. But this is watercolor and acrylic and mixed media because of the things I've got put in here. I found this little deer on a napkin. This is from a napkin. So I like to do mixed media. And then this is another one that I got off of the internet, Serena Art. And it's a little dark. I would have liked for it to be a little bit later, but the sun is either rising or setting. But I live on the East Coast, so my sun always rises over here. But it's the morning, and you can still see the night stars, but the sun is coming up. And then this was fun. This was fun. This was super fun. Um, I have a dog book that I collared the dog and cut him out. And then I did the background page, and then I glued down the coloring page. Then I outlined them, and then I put some napkins down. And and so uh, this is mixed media. I love this kind of stuff. I like the little penguin. This was okay. But I do whimsical things like this a lot, and we're going to do a right now we're going to do a Happy Mail page, and then I might have time to do a painting and paint for you guys if you're if you want to. I've showed you all kinds of books and and stuff just stuff. And but this was Juju's mail, and I've got some more mail over here from Esther. Is Esther in here yet? Let's see what Esther gave me. And then Cheryl sent me an envelope so I can get her Happy Mail out, and with all three of them I can make a page. Friendships are special and cherished. This is from Cheryl Johnson. She's she, a lot of the people in here have been with me from day one. I've been streaming for over 5 years, and so it's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, another Christmas card. Oh, look, she got me a tile. Playing cards. Oh, look, she sent me a leaf, a real leaf. Oh my goodness. Beth and Joe and family, Happy New Year. Love, Cheryl. Oh, that is awesome. So this will go in the Christmas card book, and it'll have to go in the pocket in the back until I find a better place. So it's going in the book. Thank you, Cheryl. And she sent me some playing cards. Woohoo! There's a ship. There's some dogs, Westies. This is like a Chinese, Amish. I don't know, little Bo Peep. Flowers. These are cool. I've never seen any cards like this before. Some flowers. The letter N. And little boy blue. And square dance. So we'll see what we can do with the cards. Now the leaf kind of crumbled, but she painted some leaves. I'm not going to be able to keep the leaves, but maybe we'll have a substitution for that. I think I've got another leaf. And she got me some towels. I can write letters on this. So let me see what Esther sent me. And surely between the three of you, I can make a pretty page. Oh goodness, this is for November. November was orange. The trade for November was orange. So, and this envelope was dated November the 6th, and I got it, but somehow it got stuck in the glove box in the car. And Joe was looking for something yet the other day, and he found it. So I don't know who put it in there. It could have been me. It could have been him, but it got in there and it got lost. So it's it's backdated, but that's okay. We can still use it. We're going to still use it. So we're going to have a kind of a fallish orangey page. We'll use. I like these. Oh, look at the napkins and the ribbon. Oh my goodness, this is cool. Now I keep watching. I watch the reels all the time, and I saw this bow buddy. It's a bow buddy to make bows, and it was this contraption. And I was thinking about making one instead of buying it because I'm pretty sure I could make it. And I could probably make it out of cardboard. But you take your ribbons and you squish them up in the middle, and then you put it down and you lay it down in the bow maker, and you have a string long ways underneath, and you pinch everything in the middle and fluff them out, and then you keep adding on top of it another layer, and the bow maker holds the when you squeeze a little pinch, it holds it down for you. So you just have to have um and I know I could make one out of cardboard or something, and I just have to figure it out what kind of tools I need to do it with. And yeah, we're going to make a page now. So I've got all this goody stuff. So I'm just going to push it all over here to the side, and I'm going to hold out some of these napkins, and we're going to put the napkins down first. So this is Cheryl, Juju, and Esther. And happy page, because I'm using all their stuff. And I'm going to see if I can't find the Fox book. It's around here. It's close. And but this is going to go in the Fox book. It's a homemade stamp. It's a forever stamp, but she's got it on cardboard. So I think this might be just a picture of it. So anyway, all of this is going over here. These are going to look cute. These are from Esther. Love these little punch outs. And then she sent me, oh, look, she sent me a Monopoly second chance. Woohoo! Got a chance card. Oh, looky here. Fall is in the air. And she sent me a little pocket with these in there. How cute. All right. And a little foxy. Another fox. Okay. And look at this girl. All right. She's a paper doll. This is an example of a paper doll. And if you don't use it on the thick part of the paper, it's thick enough to use. And I collect these, but I'm going to use her on the page. I'm going to use her on the page. So I'm just going to lift this up so I can put this stuff down here. We're not going to use the Christmas paper. We'll put that in the Christmas stuff. But we will use this one and maybe this one. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to use the napkins first. And the napkins are cute. Look at this one. There's a hedgehog, a squirrel. It goes this way. So I'm going to put this down right here. And all I have to do is find my glue. I've got some, I'll use regular Elmer's glue, school glue. I don't use anything fancy anymore. I've tried all those other extra specialty glues, and I've gone back to Elmer's. And I use Glue All, the Glue All school glue. So that's how I'll do the napkin and lay it back down. And then I can raise this side up and glue the other side down. I like the glitter. That glitter glue was really good and really nice, and it was the quality of it was really, really good. But I could not handle the pen in the tip work. It was just, it took away from my time. It took time away from my art. I go too fast. I'm a fast person, and I could not slow down to work enough to work with it. So I gave it up. I gave all my glitter glue to Becca. I said, "Here, you play with it." And she found out that these little butterfly uh, pins that I had were good to put in the tip. So I sent her a bunch more for Christmas of those butterfly pins. I ordered her some. So there's that. And this one's going to be down too. We'll put it right there. And the way I do it is I fold it back, put some glue down, and then I smooth it out with the credit card. And then I lay this down. Okay. And then I'm going to fold this side back and glue this little bit down. And I like to smooth out the glue a little bit. Lay that one down. Then I just have this corner here, and I've got some piano paper that would just look just fine right there. So that's what I'm going to do there. And I'm going to cut it off right here. Like that. then we're going to put this right there. So I'm just going to fold it this direction. And it goes right up to the pumpkin. A little bit of piano paper. Haven't used any piano paper in a long time. I've got some around here, and I think it was Arlene that mailed me that piano paper. Isn't it funny how I can remember some things, but then I can't remember what I did this morning? Am I the only one like that? Am I the only one? So anyway, I'm gluing the paper down. Like that. And now we get to build on top with whatever we want to do. So, I've got this little guy. We could do clusters all over the place. We've got these. I've got this. I can do something with this. If anybody has any ideas of what I can do with this black piece of paper, what I could do a heart, make a pocket. I'm just whacking at it. Okay, so I could put this down somewhere. And I know you all are talking amongst yourselves and having a good time. But I don't know if that's pretty. I like this down here. Let's make a great big cluster on this piece. Because I've got some more piano paper. I've got a couch. I've got a couple of postcards that I can put around the page. I've got an idea. And I think I'm going to try this. I'm going to cut my paper and I'm going to go around and around and around and around. Something I've never done. I've never done this in my entire life. Brand spanking new. Brand new. I'm just making it up as I go. And I'm getting smaller and smaller. Come on. You can do it, Beth. Got faith. Okay. So, I've got all these squares now. Now I get to cut them apart. So I'm just going to go right up the middle. Like that. And I'm going to put these down first. Before this one. Before that. So these are going to go down as a just it's going to be scattered. They're going to be scattered. So I can do this one. right there. So that's going to be underneath my yellow piece, which is going to go in the middle like this. I don't know if it looks good or not, guys. Okay, so we're going to do it anyway. This is the brand new, it's a brand new abstract. Never been done before. You've seen it first right here. You've seen it first. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of this. So this is going down first. And then I'm going to put a little bit of tacky glue here. Not tacky glue, Elmer's glue. But we're tacking it down. That's for sure. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, vellum does not like water and or wet glue. So vellum does good with double-sided tape. If you ever use vellum, it'll warp and wrinkle and pull up from anything wet. So I'm not going to use these little vellum squares unless I use some double-sided tape on them. So anyway, I'm just doing a big cluster right here. We're going to put one of those down. We're going to get our couch. We're definitely using the couch. And what we can do here is just put a dot and just glue a couple of dots and then we'll tack it down at the end, down real good. So we're going to use this postcard right there. And I don't mind tacking things down. Don't bother me none. And we've got this little guy here. He's cute. And then I've got these little things. And they're bits and bobs. And they could be clustered in down here. Like that. And there's an oval label. Oh, I like that. So we'll put that right there. Put this back down over there. And then we've got our little foxy. We're going to put him in here. And fall is in the air. Since it's not fall today, I'm just going to stick with these things. And I've got a pocket that I'm going to glue down. And if I've got anything to put in the pocket, I will do that. I think I'm going to put this in my fall stuff. And I'm going to use this little foxy over here. He's a sticker. He's a sticker. So we're just going to put him down here. And then we have our stamps. We can put our stamps in the pocket. We've got butterflies. We could put some butterflies in the pocket. And we can use some butterflies on our page. And we don't have to use everything, but we're using at least one of everything. I'm not going to use the vellum. And then the tile, the 3 tiles here, we need to say, we need to put a word on it, like fox. Should we put fox on here? Should we write fox on our tiles? We could put this in the card in the book. And I've got some extra of these. And I want to put these on the page, the die cuts. We're going to save the vellum. We're going to save it. We've got a coin. And we've got our girl. We're going to use her. She's going to be used. And we can put the clock down right there. And we're using the girl. This is a collage page. It's a glue page. And we're doing it. Ooh, I like that side. There's 2 sides. What did the fox say? What did the fox say? And there's my chair. I could put it in the pocket. And we can put fox on the tiles. All right, there's another piece of vellum. I've got a piece of orange. So I'm just going to draw a line and see if that'll go on there. Perfect. It was exactly the right length. I did that very well. That's what you call eyeballing it. So here are some of the butterflies, and I'm going to put them around, and they match. And they're holding down some things. Like that. So let me glue these guys down. And I do use a hot glue gun quite often. And we need to put something here. Is this a sticker? No, it's a cardboard. But that's where it's going. I was going to save it, but no, I'm using it. So I've got to write on here again. I covered it up. Who this is all from. Let's find a spot. Juju, Cheryl, and Esther. And then I get to put the stamp. I get to use this quite a bit today, huh? Well, there's Janet. Oh, Janet. We need the list. Do we get the Can we sneak it? Can you sneak it to us? I know you won't do it. I know you won't do it. But I've got my book already, and I showed my other books. And I've got something else to show you, Janet. Something else that I did with you back in the day. Remember doing this? Using two different pieces of paper. This was yours, honey. This was all about you. This was before I started streaming, and I think I did a great job with it. They were fun. I need to do another one in my group to show them how to do it. But it's two different. It was a pink and orange page and a blue and green page of painting papers. And it does better with a cardstock than it does. And then the other side, I gessoed it so that because it was messy on you know, I'm kind of messy sometimes. But that's uh, a Janet Young thing. So anyway, I'm looking for my marker, and I think it's right here. And I'm going to write Fox. I don't know if I'm going to give him points. Does anybody know the points for in Scrabble? Anybody know what the points are? Somebody might know. So anyway, this was my page. This is my Happy Mail page. And you can just keep on gluing and adding and I've got all these cards. Let's see which one looks good on here. I think he looks good on here with the gold. That one looks good. Would look good on here. I don't want to cover my couch up. How about it this way? And we'll save the rest of the playing cards. That's cool. Those are nice. So I've got a place up here where I put my cards. Like right there. Get in there. All right. And then I've got my film strip. Let's put some of it in here. And then I'm going to cut it. I've got a loaded pocket over here, guys. And I didn't get to put the thank you card on there. But you know what? I'm going to save some of this for later. Got my basket here. I'll save it for later. That's what I'll do. I've still got more piano paper. And I should put a little bit of this braille paper. Got to have a little bit of braille paper. But I don't want to cover him up. I'll put it over here. There. And I got to glue little boy blue down. He's the 8 of clubs. Oh, that looks good overlayered. That looks good right there. All right. And then I've got some more pretty paper. Don't think I need any more. Let's get everything off of the book and see what we got. Got to glue that down. This has been a great glue page. a great glue page. So anyway, I'm so glad everybody is here. I see a bunch of names and new names and Mame. I don't know if I've seen Annie Mame before, but glad to have you here. So it's good to see everybody. So I still have some more ephemera over here, and I'm going to have to put it in the basket. So does anybody know what the numbers are in the Scrabbles? What how much is an F and an O and an X? So here's a pretty paper. Here's another napkin and some tissue paper. Ooh, I like that. Some more paper. There's a ribbon, sunflower, some more paper, some more satin ribbon, and some other ribbon, and some that. Nice. And oh, there's some butterflies. We'll have to put the butterflies down. I've got several butterflies, and I've got this netting, and I think that's everything. Nope, there's another piece of orange ribbon. Okay, that's good. We'll put that right there. And over here, I'm going to take the sunflower. And we're going to just fussy cut it out a little bit. Just a little. It's worth it. When you fussy cut it out, you think, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't have time for this. It takes too much time. But let me tell you, after you do it and you glue it down, you will say, I'm so glad I took the time to cut that little flower out. As much as a pain it was to do it, I'm so glad that I did it. We'll put it right up there in that corner. Look at that. It belongs there. It belongs right there. So, hi, Kellyanne. Raul, am I doing okay? Tell me how I'm doing, Raul. So, I think I'm going to make a bow. I'm going to make a bow. I don't have that fancy bow machine, but I can do it anyway. This is pretty ribbon. So I'm going to tie a knot in the middle of that little netting like that. I'm going to tie another, make it stay, and then I'm going to make a bow out of the gold, the pretty orange and gold ribbon, and see if I can make a bow. And I did. Just like that. Texture Junkies is coming on in a half hour, so she must have got it fixed. She's got it worked. Okay. You're still here and happy, don't have the luxury to catch your regular stream. I know, because it's nighttime over there. But that's fine. It's good to still be friends, Raul. It is a time difference. It is. So anyway, I made a little bow, and I'm going to glue it down right there. So I'm glad she got her internet fixed up. She was just one click away. So that's good. But anyway, she is next, and Raul can put her link in. She just put up I just got a flash. She's be on in 30 minutes. 5 o'clock, and that will be wonderful. So I'm going to put this little butterfly down in here, and then this one up there. Look at this collage page. How about that? And I'm just going to leave that like that, and it's going to dry. It's going to dry right there. So now let's see. This page, this is loose. Loosey goosey. Let's see about putting this down. I'd like to just have a piece of it. It's colored tissue paper, and it come printed like that, but I tore off this little piece here. I'm going to use it. Put a little bit of glue on it, and I'm going to put it right there. I love it. It's got all kinds of things to look at. This will go back in the box. So I need to look up the numbers. There's Texture Junk Sharon. She'll be on next, guys. She will be on next. And then I will be streaming my regular time tonight, Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturday from 6 to 9. And tonight's Tuesday night. So I will be streaming, and I'll probably will be painting and doing something not so busy. But this was a lot of fun, and I got to do it, and I dated it, and I've got all kinds of goodies on here. It's just a random collage. Oh, well, I know they're blanks, but but I made an F and an O and an X. X's are 1 and I don't see F. O is 8. Zen, I know what you mean. You and see, it's always at dinner time too. X's are 8, O's are 1, and F is 4. That's what I wanted to hear. I've got a skinny, thin uh, felt tip pen right here. So let's go with 4 and 1 and 8. That's what I want. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Goldie says F's are 2, O's are 8, and X's are 1. Oh, well, we've got numbers on them, and that's all that matters. We won't hold it against anybody. We'll just go with that. It, all the vowels are 1, okay? So anyway, that's my page. So I'm going to have to let that dry a minute. So let's see what else I have here that I can show you while this is drying, and see what else I can talk about of things that I do in my room. And one of the things that I've done in the past is I had an altered book, and I painted it. Now, this was a reading book, and the name of it was, it's large print, Agony of the Leaves. Okay, don't know. Don't know anything about the Agony of the Leaves. It was copyrighted in 2012, okay? But this is my painting book. So I painted before, this was before I started streaming. I would paint this picture over and over, and over. And I did it like 20 times until I memorized the painting. And I could paint the painting uh, from heart by heart. And then I was very active when I did this. I was active in pen pals, and I had 20 different pen pals. And so I tore all of them out and I sent one to each of my pen pals or something like that. And this is a good way to practice if you're not used to painting, or you don't think you're very good at it. This is a perfect way to practice and just do a picture that you love. And Joe's in the house.
Hi, ladies. Hello,
Here
hello.
he is.
Hi, guys.
And but this is a good way to practice, and then you will have some variations, because you paint something new every time. I mean, you can add something new to it every time if you want, or try a different way of making the clouds, a different way of doing the palm trees, and so forth. And I love to do palm trees. It's one of my things because I live down here in Florida, and I love doing the blue waters and but this was one of my favorite pictures to do. And so I just found the book the other day, and I said, oh, I need to bring it out to show everybody. And then of course I painted the book with different shades, and I used a sponge to do this. And when I did this, I also did a table in my living room with the same technique, and I did a trash can. So they kind of, the the blue theme, the beachy theme was blending into my living room. So, okay, Texture Junkie said she's still here, but she's still working on your tech stuff. Well, your notification came up, so I hope you're okay. If you want to go ahead and go live right now, we can test it and go live, and uh we can split the half hour if you want. I'm easy to get along with. So anyway, what were some of the other things that I have that I want to do this year? When I did that doggy page, in the art book that I showed you earlier, the dog came out of this dog book, and I'm going to do more dogs in my art book, and some of them are Christmas and some of them aren't. So this would be good. I can name this one Raoul because he looks French. Bonjour, Raoul. I shall name this one Raoul. And then here's a variety of dogs. And one time I did cat tags, and that was a lot of fun. And he's cute. He's a Westie. Here's a pug. He's a mafia dog. Yes, yes, I'm on Eastern time. So anyway, this. I'm going to do some of these dogs this year, and I'm going to paint them in the book, and then I'll cut them out and put them in my art book. So I want to use different mediums like paints, markers, and pencils. And but it's just a little coloring book just to have fun. So just to have fun. So I got a doggy book, and I got it last year, and I stuck it in with the Christmas box. So I just found it again, and this time I'm leaving it out because we're going to do this. And this is fun to do, to doodle in a page, to doodle your dog. That's fun. But anyway, So that's another thing that we're going to be doing this year. And I would like to do the same thing with this little book. I've had this book a while. Don't know where I got it at, but it's Beauty in the Bible, and it's just got pretty little pages and quotes, and we could color these and cut them out and put them on the art page with my whatever I've painted on the page. And because all I would really want is the words, not necessarily the picture, but that this would be fun. This would be fun to use the words for the words, and so I'm interested in this book. So I've got it out on the on top of my things to do this year. And then I can also show you some of the name of that book, which book. Okay, okay, Sherry, and you go ahead and come in whenever you're ready. I'm going to show y'all another book that I like to do is the reverse collage. The one you just showed, Beauty in the Bible. And it's a Page Tate and Company. Page Tate and Company. Beauty of in the Bible. It's an adult coloring book, number 3. And there are lots of books in the back that that has done. He or she has done. There's lots of them. It's a girl. Her name's Paige. No, this is Lindsay Hopkins. Pen and paint. I think it's a combination. Oh, I used something back here. They've got half pages back here. That's nice. That's a nice book. So anyway, I don't know where I got it from. I've had it. Had it in my stash. And then I do reverse collage. If anybody likes reverse collage, Dee Dee does a lot of reverse collages. And this is my Nomad book, and it's a table book, and it's expensive. And I got mine off of a used bookstore. So with table books, usually you can find a table book that's not damaged if it's just a picture book, because it's not like you're going to fill anything out or use it for anything else. But I use, you know, no disrespect. Of course, there's absolutely no disrespect to any of the books, but the book had already been used. It's being resold, and I gave it a new life and a new purpose. So that's the way I look at when I work in another book, and it's nothing personal. It's just a book, and it's just paper, and I'm not hurting anything by repurposing the book. So, so the way I do reverse collage is I find a bunch of go through my magazines and cut things out, and I get a lot of collage fodder. That's my alarm. I got 15 minutes, and I'm going to let you all go and see if she's on. You all can go on over. But this is a reverse collage, and you just take and you use your pictures from other books and magazines, and you glue them back down in this book to make a new pages. And it's nice. It makes it's fun. It's fun to do. And some of the pictures are funny, and they're all personal to me because I did it. You know, it's the work that I've done. And then we also use the abandoned books and use reverse collage in those too. There's a lot of books, and I've got the Forest book that I do reverse collage in. But this is all that I'm going to do tonight for you guys. I will be back on my regular scheduling time at 6 o'clock So I'll be around if you want to subscribe, and if you want to go back and forth, please. And please enjoy Sherry, and she'll have some beautiful things to show you. And so I want to thank everyone for hanging out. Give me a thumbs up, and a like, and a share, and subscribe to me, and come back to see me sometime. Even if you have to watch the replay, there's nothing wrong with watching the replay, and then you can speed through it. If there's something you're not interested in, you can speed through to the next part. That's the advantage of replays. But some of these pictures, you can't tell what's the page and what's the picture. The only thing that's in this, I have to touch it. I have the dog and this guy with the football. The rest is already on the page, but it looks like it belongs. That's what's so fun about it. It looks like it belongs. So anyway, reverse collaging is fun, fun, and it's fun to do with your friends. So I have this one marked, and I think it's because of the chair. I had a chair in there. I needed to know where the chair was to put somebody in the chair. So, but anyway, that's all I'm going to do. So, Denise, thank you for coming in. So it's also Joe's birthday, and it's our anniversary. So we've been married for 27 years. Woohoo! It's wonderful. Wonderful. So, all right. Thank you, Fibs. All right. Sherry-Ann's next, and then there's more to come after that. If you're in my Facebook group, I posted the schedule there. Thank you, Raul. Thanks for having me. And there's and also go and look and find Kim Poulton and Miriam Wolf. They're streaming over the weekend, over the next 2 days too, off and on. So I like to watch 2 or 3 people at a time. I can multitask that way. And so they'll be streaming. And then who else? It seems like there's somebody else going to be streaming. But there's going to be the rest of the night and a whole bunch for tomorrow. So there you go, Jen. That's the way to do it, Jen. That's the way to do it. I have my phone and my iPad and my TV. I can see 3 at a time. So I put my earbuds in and watch my iPad, and then I turn my phone down low, and then I'm watching the TV, and I can listen to all 3 by depending on who's talking, who I pay attention to. It's fun to do, guys. So, guys, have a good New Year's. Happy New Year's. Have fun. Be careful. Be safe. Door dashing. All right. Teresa's popping in and out. Okay, Teresa. Her granddaughter is door dashing, and that's where she picks up their food for them and takes it to their home for takeout. Pork ribs for supper. All right. I don't know what we're gonna have. I know tomorrow Joe's having beans. Okay, Vanessa, I messaged you your partner, Vanessa, so you can mail your pocket anytime. So we'll see you all later. The one Beth referred, not sure. Are there many? Oh, I'm in trouble. What reference? What's that, Denise? What do you mean? Go over it. You all go on over to Sherry-Ann's. Oh, my Facebook group is Beth's Crafty Mixed Media Room. Is my Facebook group. Beth's Crafty Mixed Media Room. Asked to join my group. It's all about the art. No drama llama. And you can always message me, guys. Beth's BETHS Crafty Mixed Media Room. That's right.
Hello, girls. Hello,
Here,
ladies.
comes
Hi,
Joe.
guys. Hey, Angela. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Teresa. Hope everything's going good with you. Reynolds.
Roll.
Raul.
Yep.
I don't know why I can't say that. Raul.
It's hard,
Hmm.
and I can't roll my R's. They're saying happy birthday, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you, Goldie.
Hope everybody have a good Christmas and everything.
Thank you guys for
Hi,
helping
Goldie.
me. That's wonderful. But it's a closed group so that not anybody can from the internet can get in and spam us.
Angel
So
Rose. Pretty
happy
name.
birthday, Joe.
Huh?
Happy birthday, Joe.
Oh, okay.
Denise is Dee Dee's daughter.
Denise is Edie's
Dee Dee's
Edie's
daughter.
daughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Woohoo! We got some of the Dee Dee fan club in here.
I just happened to be at the middle of town, and I was thinking about Dee Dee. Was it those bracelets that she wears.
Yep.
She likes to wear.
Yep.
Well, I was looking at.
Okay, I'll go get you, Denise.
Huh?
She joined my Facebook group.
Oh, okay. Denise and Brenda and River City Creation. Zena.
Oh goodness, I got 4. Denise, accept. I got to write the names
Hello.
down. I have to have a little note.
I hope everybody's had a good year this year with us, with Beth.
Yeah.
She's the workhorse. She does all the hard work. I just run the run the mail orders.
He's my
I
mailman.
did get that out today finally.
How much was that?
Huh?
How much was it?
$23 or something like
Yeah. It was an expensive Happy Meal. That's all I can say.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to teach you how to fill in all the blanks.
Did I filled
Well,
out as much as I could.
I know, but he sit there and give it back to me, and I said, "Well, come on, man, you got to help me do all this because I don't know, the particulars that you're asking." I mean, some of these people, all we know is, their names.
1, 2,
That's
3,
it.
4. 4 members. Okay. We're going to just accept
Denise
all of
Fields.
y'all. Approve all. Approve all. So I got 4 new members today. And if you want to go into the features at the top of the page, there's an address file. And if you put your address in the section of the addresses, then you can be included in Happy Mail and swap games and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. hmm So, welcome, girls. Denise, Darlene, Gina, and Aurora. Woohoo! And Jeannie did? Okay. Did I miss it? I'll go back in. Go out and come back in. Let's see. Um, Jeannie, are you Gina by any chance? No, you're not Gina. I'll have to look at for it later. I don't have it in there right this second. I might have to go out and come back in.
Sharon Lombard. Hello, hello.
So,
Welcome's all ladies. Denise Fields.
I'll see that you get in here. I'll write your name down.
Is that Gina, homeschool mom?
Uh-huh.
That's cute. I
Of 4. I love that.
all the ones y'all come up with are really cool.
We both have had a little bit of colds. Cindy, yes. He's been crouping.
Well, there's a fan on.
Yes, Jeannie, I know we're already friends. You might be already in the group, but I'll check it. I'll check it now in a few minutes after I get off. So, all right, guys, I'm going to turn off because Sherry-Ann's on. So go over and say hello to her. There's her. I got a notification. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yep.
All right. Good night.
Y'all be careful.
Be careful out there.
We'll see you next year. Sounds old.
See you later. I'll be back on in about an hour for my regulars.
Oh, what's up there? That's not 5 o'clock yet.
It's just 5 o'clock. All right.
Be careful. Those are